Welcome, Team Vagthols. Every day, you do more than provide care. You create a home. The way you speak, the way you support choices, the way you respect privacy, these moments matter. They define the quality of life for the individuals we serve. Today's training is about the HCBS Final Rule, not just as a regulation, but as a commitment. A commitment to dignity, to independence, to community inclusion, to making sure our residents live in a home, not an institution. As direct support professionals, you are the front line of compliance and compassion. The standards we review today protect rights, promote autonomy, and ensure that Vagthol's Residential Care Centre continues to deliver person-centred, high-quality care. Let's challenge ourselves to think beyond routines and ask, are we supporting choice? Are we promoting independence? Are we respecting rights? Let's get started. Here is our scenario. John lives in an adult residential facility. Staff wake all residents at 6 a.m. daily. The kitchen is locked between meals. Residents must attend the facility's day program. Bedroom doors do not have locks. Visitors are limited to Sundays from 1:03 p.m. John does not have a lease agreement. The facility is wheelchair accessible except for the backyard patio. Question 1. Community integration. Which situation best reflects compliance with HCBS community integration requirements? A. Residents only participate in facility planned activities. B. Residents are supported in participating in community activities of their choosing. C. Residents must attend the in-house day program. D. Residents may leave the facility only with staff approval for group outings. Correct answer, B. Individuals must have full access to the greater community and opportunities of their choosing. The HCBS Final Rule requires that individuals living in residential services have full access to the greater community, just like anyone else. This means they should be able to participate in community life, activities and opportunities based on their own preferences, not just what the facility schedules. Question 2. Individual choice. Under HCBS, which statement is true? A. The facility selects the day program for all residents. B. Residents must remain in the setting once placed. C. Residents may choose their setting and are offered non-disability specific options. D. Only staff can decide appropriate services. Correct answer, C. Residents may choose their setting and are offered non-disability specific options. Under the HCBS, Home and Community-Based Services, Final Rule, individuals receiving services must have the right to choose where they live and what services they receive. The goal is to ensure that people with disabilities have the same rights, opportunities, and freedoms as anyone else in the community. This means individuals cannot be forced into a specific program, provider, or type of living arrangement simply because it is convenient for the facility or staff. Question 3. Privacy in living unit. What is required regarding bedroom privacy? A. Staff may enter rooms anytime without notice. B. Bedroom doors must remain unlocked at all times. C. Individuals must have lockable doors unless there is a documented assessed need. D. Locks are optional based on facility preference. Correct answer, C. Privacy in sleeping or living units is required under HCBS. The HCBS Final Rule requires that individuals living in residential settings have the same privacy rights as people living in their own homes or apartments. One of these protections is the right to privacy in their sleeping or living unit. This means residents should be able to close and lock their bedroom doors, have personal space that staff or others cannot enter freely, feel safe and respected in their own room, Lockable doors help ensure dignity, independence, and personal control over one's living space. Question 4. Control of schedule. Is it HCBS compliant to wake all residents at 6 a.m. daily? A. Yes, consistency is required. B. No, individuals must have control over their daily schedule. C. Yes, if it benefits staff scheduling. D. Only on weekdays. Correct answer, B. No, individuals must have control over their daily schedule. Control of schedule and activities, HCBS Final Rule. The HCBS Final Rule requires that individuals living in residential settings have the freedom to control their daily schedules and activities. This means residents should be able to make choices about their routine, lifestyle, and personal preferences, just like anyone living in their own home. Under HCBS, facilities should avoid institutional routines where everyone must follow the exact same schedule simply for staff convenience. Question 5. Access to food and visitors. Which practice follows HCBS requirements? A. Locking the kitchen between meals. B. Allowing residents access to food at any time and visitors of their choosing. C. Allowing visitors only during facility set hours. D. Requiring staff approval for all visits. Correct answer, B. Allowing residents access to food at any time and visitors of their choosing. Access to food and visitors, HCBS Final Rule. The HCBS Final Rule ensures that individuals living in residential settings have freedoms similar to those living in their own homes. Two important rights are access to food at any time and the ability to receive visitors of their choosing. These rights help promote independence, dignity, and a home-like environment, rather than an institutional setting with strict restrictions. Question 6. Physical accessibility. Which statement is correct? A. Only bedrooms must be accessible. B. All areas of the setting must be physically accessible to the individual. C. Accessibility applies only to residents currently using wheelchairs. D. Outdoor areas are exempt. Correct answer, B. The setting must be fully accessible to support independence and safety. Physical accessibility, HCBS Final Rule. The HCBS Final Rule requires that residential settings be physically accessible to the individuals who live there. This ensures that people with disabilities can move freely, safely, and independently throughout their home and community spaces. Accessibility allows individuals to fully participate in daily life without unnecessary barriers. Question 7. Lease requirement. What does HCBS require regarding residency agreements? A. Verbal agreement is sufficient. B. A legally enforceable lease or residency agreement must be in place. C. Only administrators need a copy. D. A lease is optional in licensed facilities. Correct answer, B. Individuals must have protections comparable to tenant rights. Lease or residency agreement, HCBS Final Rule. The HCBS Final Rule requires that individuals living in residential settings have a lease or legally enforceable residency agreement. This agreement provides protections similar to those that tenants have in typical rental housing. The purpose of this requirement is to ensure that individuals are treated as residents of a home, not simply participants in a program. Final takeaway for all. If a rule makes the setting feel more institutional than home-like, it likely violates HCBS principles. Always promote choice, dignity, autonomy, privacy, and community integration. HCBS is more than a set of regulations. It represents a commitment to dignity, independence, and meaningful community life for the individuals we serve. Every interaction, every decision, and every policy in our homes should reflect respect for personal choice, privacy, and autonomy. As staff and caregivers, we are not just responsible for providing care, we are responsible for protecting rights. A compliant facility is not simply one that passes inspections, but one that truly supports individuals in living the life they choose. Let us continue to create homes, not institutions, where individuals are empowered, respected, and fully included in their communities. Thank you for your commitment to quality care and compliance. Every choice matters. Every right matters. HCBS compliance starts with you.